Okay, this is the second video in how to create EyeMags Pro content. And what we're going to do is take you through from start to finish on how to create your own EyeMags Pro magazine. Okay, first of all we have to create a magazine, and we click create and then log in after having registered. Let's click create and think of a magazine name, example 1. We agree terms and conditions and say create. And now we're ready to create. So this is an ordinary free magazine that we've created, and now we want to upgrade to a premium, in fact to a pro magazine. And there's the promotion code is that you can use to give you one license, which you can use in a non-commercial way, is iHurricane, and this then upgrades it to a pro, and then we use this license for and now we have a pro version. Now you can see now we can put in cover sheet and an icon, but also the edit properties has changed, and the important thing is we can now do a custom theme, and we want to create a new one, and I'll call it my theme, but you'd be advised to call it the brand that you're trying to create. And we add a theme. Now what's come up here is the default. The default starts with a company called Acme, which just shows you where you would put the branding for the Java, for the Series 60 Touch, and for the iPhone. What we're going to do now is create some new logos for a new company, and what I suggest is everyone starts with the Series 60 versions first, because they're the largest graphics. So what we do is we go to Paint Shop, and I have the Acme logo loaded up here, and here on my right is my new logo, and all I have to do is I've made it 75 pixels high. That's important because it will just fit on top of this one. I'll just paste it in, and then we can turn the Acme one off. So we now have our new logo, and that can be saved as our save it as a PNG 24, and we're going to call it new logo 132 by 96. That's the size for Series 60. And if we want to take the gradient, then switch off all these layers. I'm just left with the gradient. Now just select the gradient, do an image crop, and we want to resize image to without constraint to 1 pixel by 96. And we also want to make sure that we've applied a soft edge to this so that we get a reflection on a drop shadow. So, and then we can save for web PNG 24, and we call it new gradient 1 by 96. Okay, now if we actually just back out of this, do Control Z just to get back to where we were. Put this back. We now can do the version for the iPhone, and this is just half size, so it's actually, we can click constrain, and it's half size with 66 by 48, and there it is. So this is the iPhone variant, and we just save for web, PNG 24, (66 by 48). New, and there we are. And then we can do the same to get the gradient, and then which I won't do for now. Okay, the final one we want to do is the version for the Java client. Sometimes you might have to crop your logo, which is always not very satisfactory, but that's the problem of it only being 33 by 19 pixels. In this case that's not necessary, we can just do it. It's half size again, 33. Note the height is 24 and we need to get to 19, and you'll see how I do that in a second. First of all, I'm scaling down to 33 pixels wide, and the canvas size needs now to be 19 pixels high, and I do that using this, and make sure we anchor it at the top, and we're going to crop it, and here it is. Here's our new Java logo. That is visible in this case, but as I say, in some cases you may have to just take part of the symbol or the most important part of your graphic symbol for the Java, simply because we go down to such low screen resolutions. Okay, now let's go back to the form. We've now created the graphic, so we can now go and choose it. So this is the 33 by 19, then the 1 by 19, and so on, and I'll see you back in a minute when I finish doing it. Okay, so we're back, and I filled in various things. Description here, which appears in the about. You can put a get more URL to your own company. The product name you should put in, and you'll see I've put in the graphics but not all of it, so things like the down arrows used in Java I'm going to keep the same. So it doesn't matter if you don't fill in a graphic, it doesn't get changed. So now we click save. Note sometimes you need to do a refresh at this stage to get the actual images to actually save. And here we are with the new graphics in for all the different versions. Okay, now we might want to change the background color to match the background color of this new logo. Not so garish, a bit less. So now we have a new theme, and we can save the theme again, and then back to the project. And we have the new theme here in here. Make sure that you select it as the custom theme, and click save, and then we're back. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is put in the cover. So then all you have to do is put in the stories and text as we've done in earlier examples, and publish the magazine. Okay, that's it. That's how you create a professional iMag. It's a little bit more involved than doing the simple ones because you have to get involved in all the graphics, but that's what you have to do when you're doing branding. So if anyone wants to try it, you're welcome to use the free promotional code which enables you to create one of these professional iMags for non-commercial use, and that code is iHurricane. Alright, thanks very much.